Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Truesight TV, where Revo is so stupid and so sorry to Rupture. It's CEVO Grand Final between Black Sheep and eHug. Rupture, how's it going, man?
I'm just doing fine, man.
I am so sorry about that. I thought you had the stream key.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I got that now, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. I don't know where I wrote it down, but it was quite a while ago, so no, I didn't. And
it's no problem, though.
Also, to be completely fair, my stream on Twitch looks like crap for some goddamn reason. I don't know why.
We'll get it worked out eventually.
Bandwidth. Anyway.
Anyways,
yeah.
What were your thoughts on Game 1? Because it was intelligent. The draft was smart, but it didn't work out well. By the way, I'm getting a bit of echo on your end.
Yeah, that's. I think I got that. Alright,
cool.
I feel like they just didn't punish Annihilate enough, but they didn't gank, you know, the Slark, or they didn't punish Annihilate or either Brax enough.
I'd even say they couldn't punish it as much. Their lineup was very passive in the early game, and what I kept referencing was they needed to get a very good start and get that tree Ags up at like 12 minutes, maybe. Even faster would be great. But Trout just kind of fell off, and then by the time they could get the Eyes in the Forest up, Black Sheep had a gym, they were dewarding them all, and it just all fell apart after that. Fell apart, excuse me.
Yeah, I just feel like, they just didn't slow the enemy carries enough. That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
They didn't, I mean, they kind of had a position. I don't know, I feel like maybe if they had a little bit better offensive warding, or maybe, you know, if the Zeus was a little bit more aggressive, which is a little bit hard to ask, but still, I feel like that would have been a better option. Just try to bring the fight to the enemy, you know? So I don't know. I feel like, again, just look at the score of Annihilate. It was like 11-1 or something, you know.
I didn't get a chance to look at it, but
yeah, he got like 200 creeps killed plus, you know, like again the 11 kills at the end of the day. So he just ran away with the game, and that's what they do. I mean, NA Dota is really good on their carries in order to, you know, pretty much run away with the game. You know, North America has this signature thing. It's like they're really good mechanically speaking, as long as they're not, you know, rustled. You could say they're not, you know, dealt with. You know, if you let a North American carry a good one, you know, just
get ahead,
lane farming around, he's just gonna run off with the game. You know, like definitely. Chinese carries are like more resilient, you could say, that they're not as efficient farming, but at the same time, if you try to slow them down, they're just gonna find a different way to do it. But North America, just on that pure, simple, straight up farming, you know, like if they were like left alone on a vacuum, they just farm like crazy, man. If you allow them, and they also farm kills on top of that like crazy.
Yeah, and actually, Queen of Pain gonna be coming out for Black Sheep. We've seen Brax on the Sierra before, and was it you that was with me for this, Rupture? Monday night, I want to say. I lost you, bro.
No, I was muted. I think it was.
This guy like wrote the novel on, or not the novel, the manual on how to play Queen of Pain and win the game easy.
Yes. Now I remember that. He just totally demolished. I think it was Wheel with us.
It was Wheel, yeah. And I talked to Fan of Swam when we were casting together the other night, and he was still a little bit of salt about it with the whole, we're Summoner's Rift. Just kidding, we're not Summoner's Rift at all. We're Black Sheep now, and it's like, okay, it's basically a very similar team at least. But welcome to NA Dota. I mean, Wheel and Leviathan are the only ones who've had really stable rosters. Anyways, they'll ban out the Spectre, and you did cast the game Thursday night or Wednesday night in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
I did it. That was one of my favorite series ever. 3 games of Spectre. I mean,
that was a really cool game. That was actually a really good series, I would admit that. Yeah. I have nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
It was quite intense and actually pretty even though it didn't look like it on paper, but it was pretty even.
Yeah, I believe the third game kind of meh, but
Yeah, but the thing is, eHug coming into this particular finals, I feel like they are a little bit, a little bit outmatched in certain departments.
A
just
little bit.
The fact that Black Sheep just came out so good versus Wheel, which I didn't give him the
Okay.
chance for it, but,
I like this though. What I will say though is eHug. I mean, game 1 of a best of 5. Okay, if you lose the first game, you've still got at least 2 more games to work with.
Yeah,
You've got
And
time. You can try something crazy like that.
especially trying stuff like that. I think it was more worthwhile because they placed Jaguar as the position 5.
Yeah.
They also try to get Johnny into a really a tree protector getting farmed. It's like,
Yeah.
What the hell is this, man?
You do know Johnny's Trough, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
that
been going by the
explains a
name
lot.
Johnny Walker on Steam for quite a while, but of course we'll know him as Trough as long as we possibly can, of course.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This game, though...
I caught up with the Johnny Walker and I saw him as Johnny Walker, but I didn't know he was Trough.
Yeah.
The whole caster part, I was like, oh, well, good. I was actually wondering where the hell did he went, but this would explain also why Jaguar is also with the lineup of eHug.
Yeah. And this game, draft-wise, I'm not even going to give an edge to either side because they've both got some of my favorite heroes. Axe, Void, Puck on one side, Anti-Mage, Queen of Pain, Batrider. I mean, these are easily heroes in my top 10. I don't really like Axe right now, but I've played him in the past, of course. And it's just the standard, like we put a nuker mid, we put a hard carry in the safe lane, and we put somebody that's got good crowd control in the off lane, and then we've got 2 supports too. So I can't give the edge to anyone.
Well, you won't, but I will.
Okay,
Black
go ahead.
Sexy Bambo with a bad rider. Come on.
This is true.
You do have a witch doctor on top of Queen of Pain. That's a lot of damage. That's a really, and also you have an anti-mage on a Queen of Pain. So 2 blink heroes on top of that. Well, 3 if you include the bad rider. So you have a crap ton of initiation. Also the fact that the axe is a little bit got a little bit nerfed on the previous patch. Not that big, not that significantly, but still he got nerfed. So yeah, I would give the advantage to Black Sheep. However, it's like 60-40 advantage because it does depend a lot of what how Bambo decides to play this game. Because it's like either that really, really good Bambo that destroys Korean teams left, right, and center,
or the sexy Bam throw.
Yeah, or the sexy Bam throw that you remember from Mouse Sports. So yeah, it's really hit or miss.
Anyways, let's go ahead and introduce our lineups. We do have Yawar on the Faceless Void bot lane. Ryuzal will be on the Lion, supporting him. We'll have Trough for Johnny Walker on the Earth Shaker, headed off toward the mid lane, probably going to rotate up top for a bit. Infinity on the Puck mid lane, and up top, actually getting stunned quite a bit early on here is MJW on the Axe, who doesn't look like he's going to have a fun lane. I'm sure, how about the other side of the river for us?
Yeah, on the other side of the river, we're going to have God, my camera just went apeshit here. We're gonna have on the middle lane Brax with a Queen of Pain. On the bottom lane, we're gonna have the one and only, the Korean sensation, or that's what they told me on the StarCraft scene, Sexy Bambo. On the tri-lane top, we're gonna have Bloody Nine, the man, the myth, the legend, the Coconut Master for this game in particular. Also, I annihilate with the man who doesn't allow any fun, the Anti-Mage. And last but not least, Ya is gonna be with the Vengeful Spirit. And what the hell is that set?
It's the new one. I actually really like this one. It's a little strange at first, but it actually looks really nice. The wings move with the hero just beautifully, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's just the whip.
It's just weird at first.
It really looks really weird.
But unlike most other sets, you're not gonna look at it and be like, "What hero is that? Oh my god!"
Yeah. I mean, the set now on a second take, it looks alright. It's just the weapon. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's like a ball of vengeance.
Are you supposed to play it like with a freaking what the name is that in English? The thing that you use on the churches and just clap with. You know,
A tambourine.
Is this like a freaking like tambourine with steroids, or
music spirit?
You're supposed to beat that. You're supposed to beat it with the head on someone else. It's like, I don't get this.
Everybody take a tambourine, hit it on the head of your neighbor to play it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, we actually do have MJW going off to the jungle very early on. He saw that lane and said, we're done here. I'm out. And I have to say, as aggressive a hero of Axe is, usually against Anti-Mage, Axe can do wonderfully. But the worst thing you can do against Anti-Mage, possibly, is free farm.
Oh, Bloody Nine. That's some quality timing. He got this thing on lockdown. There goes that bottle snipe, and, well, I was about to say, you know, on second take, you know, they do have a really strong mid laner on Infinity with the puck, but now, versus Brax, of all people, first of all, and with, you know, without a bottle, ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
So that tips the skills even more, and I mean, really smart heads-up play from Bloody Nine. I cannot argue against this. At the same time, you know, Rios is gonna try to do something fancy.
Oh, Infinity's gonna go down. He won't be able to juke it quick enough. He phase shifted, but unphase shifted almost instantly. I believe it was just a misplay, because the cask then hit him and he was stunned and he was dead. It was over right there.
Did he saw the Witch Doctor?
I'm not 100% sure if he did or not. I believe he did.
I think he didn't, because that would explain why he just phase shifted. It was like, you know, regular, you know, like a regular phase.
I'm just gonna dodge a right click, yeah, kind of thing. They have gotten rid of a lot of the vision for the Radiant as well. Going ahead and dewarding top rune. There's a regen rune bot. Puck though with no bottle, no courier. It's not looking great. And I'm assuming the bottle is on the courier, right?
It was what got sniped.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. And Anti-Mage already sitting on power treads 4 minutes in. This is... Whew! This is the farm I dream about, Rupture. 4 minutes, 31 last hits.
Yeah. I mean, you can... This is the farm that everyone wants to have, but they don't have the skills to pay the bills.
Except for Anti-Mage and Spectre, pretty much. If you get this much CS with another hero, you are... amazing.
Well, I would say just mostly because you're freaking Annihilate, you know, which, you know, he has the mechanical skills to not miss a single last hit. Not a single one.
Bloody Nine on the bot lane,
a little bit of a stretch, but most of the last hits. It's like gonna get like 90% of that farm of that lane.
I believe right here he is pretty much perfectly farmed. I'm not 100% about that. Don't quote me. He may have missed a couple, but if I'm counting right with the last hits, I think he's at least gonna get 70 at 10 minutes if he keeps this up.
Which is ideal.
I mean, if you're uncontested, you should be getting that much.
So, well, he's actually gonna get a little bit of contagion point coming from 12, actually, with the Shaker here, but yeah, Shaker is not be able to wrestle the lane versus an Anti-Mage. He's just, especially an Anti-Mage that already has threats, is like, no. He's gonna try to soak up some experience, though.
And he still has a salve to work with as well. Like, we're looking at Illidan level farm right now. And the only downside for him is that since he's not contested, he doesn't have a chance to get kills right now. And that honestly is going to slow down his farm a little bit. Because they have such a strong tri-lane that he could be getting kills and therefore getting even more. But on the bright side, like, he can go Claymore first instead of Ring of Health here. Because he's not being harassed. Okay, he's not going to buy out the Ring of Health, at least not just yet. Meanwhile, mid lane, though, Shroud getting jumped on, stunned up, he's dead. We could see him live, but it's not looking likely.
He's so diggity dead. The question is who's going to get the kill, and it's actually going to be Bloody Nine. So they're going to leave that to the Witch Doctor, which I feel is a really wise choice, just because the Witch Doctor does require 1 or 2 items.
And Quap is farming fine. Like, she's sitting on 37 last hits, a kill and an assist. And that's treads at 6 minutes for her, as well as 500 in the bank. This is... she rolling into money.
Yeah, and what I mean about get going, don't get me wrong. It's like offensively, a Witch Doctor, only with the levels, he has everything you need. It's more defensively. It's more about, you know, getting maybe those threads that you want, maybe a medallion just to buffer up for you, so you're able to, as soon as you hit level 6 with 1 or 2 items on you, you're able to just plant, pop that Voodoo Restoration and plant that ward and just let it roll.
And of course the Ags eventually.
Damage.
It's going to be a pickup for him, I'm almost sure. Because this team already team fights well. If they can team fight even better, especially if Faceless Void gets a Chrono and doesn't catch Witch Doctor, this is a great hero to take advantage of a bad Chrono with. Especially, the more members of his team that are inside a bad Chrono could happen. I'm not saying eHug are going to do that because they're better players than that, but it is something to keep in mind, of course. Now, there's a Midas up on Void. He's got 47. He's not quite keeping up to the 59 last hits of the Anti-Mage.
But
oh my gosh.
He's able to make the most out of the last hit that he's gonna get.
Yeah, because he'll turn them into more.
Yeah. Meantime, middle lane Infinity actually gonna get jumped on by Jaw. And Brax again, man, he's just not catching a single break here.
He had Coil, but in the time it would have taken him to turn around and coil those two together, he probably would have gotten killed anyway. What did he grab on the courier? Oh, he just... Okay. He didn't buy anything there. He, like, bought it and instantly sold it.
Back, I guess.
Yeah, and he's working on shreds right now, which is... I mean, as a puck, the dream is just like, I'm gonna go straight blink. I don't have to get treads because I'm gonna be fine. Well, in this situation, against Queen, you have to go treads.
Yeah. Not even against Queen per se, just in general, just to catch up with the farm and also, I mean, the extra strength is pretty good, but at the same time, it's like you do need the extra stats that the threads are going to give you just because you're lacking the farm.
Okay.
Much you need to farm faster.
And let me just point out, we have a triple stack right here for Anti-Mage. We have no stack, no stack, no stack, but we have a triple stack and a double stack up already. The Anti-Mage isn't even farming yet, but once he gets this Battle Fury, he's gonna have a buffet to dive into over here. And
Speaking
the courier,
of buffet, look at the dessert on the Ancients.
Mmm, tasty.
Sexy.
Yeah, and Infinity's getting jumped again mid lane. He might get away. He will actually get away, but will he live? He's got one more bottle charge.
Yes.
Yeah, if he times it right around the dagger, he'll be okay. Actually, nice play there. He phase shifts the proc of the damage over time to get his bottle charge to keep going, which is really nice. Very well played by him. I mean, even if eHug aren't looking so hot this series right now, they're playing well, and that's what's important. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Rupture, if this ends up being a best of 3, we could always go over to JDL in an hour and 41 minutes and cast Ints vs THD, so...
I mean, so
hey, if it happens.
Yeah.
You never know. Anyways, and also I may have to run downstairs real quick because Sydney's on the way with food. And if she weren't bringing food, I'd lock her out, but I wouldn't really. You guys know that, but
I don't know, Kev. Wait.
I'm not Kev.
Like,
okay.
well,
Infinity though, is he going to be able to make it back from this rough start as Puck?
I have seen Infinity on worse situations, which is alright. The problem is not the fact that he's able to recover, because I think he will. The problem is, while he recovers, how much damage does Black Sheep can do to the enemy lineup, because he doesn't have any blink. Because he's not able to get involved on the
and he can't get those initiations. He can't blink in and silence the Quap and the Anti-Mage before they're able to get away, and then do tons of damage to them.
So pretty much a real question is, Infinity is gonna be able to climb back up. You know, he does play this hero quite a lot. The problem is how much is gonna cost eHug in order to do that.
Yeah, and how much space is the Anti-Mage gonna get out of it as well? Infinity getting jumped again, dead as they come. Brax just pops the ult, pops the scream, and by the time he gets blink, this is the big difference in a Puck Quap matchup. Theoretically, the lane should go even. No ganks for anybody, lane should be fine. The problem is, where Puck has to get a blink first before he's going to get any sort of disable, Quap can go straight Orchid, and then right before they jump on Puck, just Orchid him, and he can't phase shift. He becomes so much squishier because he's also taking 30% more damage. And he's not going to build a Manta, he's not going to build a BKB. He has no way out with that. So, Brax is really doing well in this matchup, and is 1,000 from the Orchid right now.
That's actually a really good point that I didn't even consider. Is the fact that yes, the Queen of Pain can really hard counter this Puck just because he had a rough start. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, actually, they're gonna try to jump on Jaguar, but nope, nope. Double stacks. Bamboo's trying this, and I mean, this could go either really good or really poorly.
He's gonna back off though, and you can't really blame him there.
Yeah.
He got the edge of the creep wave with the Firefly, so yeah.
Still. All right.
Boyd
anyway,
does have 1,500 in the bank. Is this Mask of Madness, or do we go for something more out of the usual? Well, I guess we find out right now.
He has threads. He has. I would say he might rush the
Battle Fury.
The Maelstrom.
That Maelstrom possibly. I could see him going for Battle Fury to keep up with Anti-Mage. Oh dear, but he's gonna get killed right now. He needs to buy out if he's going to. He'll actually get the time walk away, and assuming he can backtrack decently, he'll live here. He's fine, yeah. He'll be able to TP out. So, he does pick up the Mask of Madness. As soon as Anti-Mage picks up the 13.5-minute Battle Fury, again, I guess now we know that it's actually not perfect farm, okay? Because I believe with perfect farmed, it's like 12 minutes Battle Fury treads, the Illidan timing, pretty much, but 13 minutes, nothing to be worried about for your team there. Nothing bad at all. And now for eHug, be very afraid, please, because this is an anti-mage who hasn't been touched.
None the slightest. He doesn't need to go to the Pope and say, well, show me with the doll where you have been touched. He's like, well, nowhere.
Throw the doll out the window. I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need a doll. Actually, I have been called here because I might have touched improperly with other people.
Certain users of magic.
Yes.
Anti-mage is like the narc of the Dota community. Like,
oh,
hey,
top late though.
Oh, they're gonna try to jump him at least. And they will bring him down at least. So, a kill going over to the Lion. Puck getting some gold out of it, and he actually has 1,000 gold to spare right now. Which is gonna put him somewhere toward his Blink Dagger. It's not gonna buy it all out, but it'll get him started.
Crapton.
Yeah,
especially.
And normally I'd try to get the Puck the kill, but if you can't do that, you can't do it. And meanwhile, bot lane, Brax, he spent the ult, he spent a Scream and a Dagger as well, and Trouf, well, not long for this world, buddy. It's a double kill for Brax, and once again, we see him just dominate this team. I believe last time the build was Orchid into Ags, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see it happen again. Even if Void backtracks it. So what?
Yeah. It's like, well, maybe Void backtracks it, but what about the rest of your team that is behind you?
Shifts it. Oh wait, he's silenced. Just kidding.
But, I mean, it's gonna be really tough for
Sexy Bambo. He dodges the dunk. And by dodges, I mean Axe misses the dunk, and Trouf, he'll take his own worth for that. He actually hits the courier there, and this will confirm my suspicions. No, the courier does not take damage, so it does not actually go through Magic Community. They'll be able to take down Brax, though, and that's Axe getting a kill on the unstoppable streak of Quap, which is her first death of the game. That's a big deal. And Axe, who was forced to jungle, basically, because of the tri-lane, he's going to get a little extra net worth out of this, and this is going to make a big deal. I'm interested to see what he goes for. I think he needs Blade Mail to force Brax to get a BKB.
Yes, he does.
Oh, but
he's not going to go for it.
What?
Though. He's going to go for stuff.
It better be force stuff. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, we've seen Smash do the Dagon Axe, but I'm not so sure. This would be the perfect time for Sydney to say, well, hey, I'm here.
Smash does use the Axe as his pop stomp hero, though. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt.
Give me 1 second to BRB. I'm just going to tell my roommate real quick.
I should tell the guys outside of my freaking house to stop playing fucking drums. This is not a freaking parade, but whatever. Guess I'll have to deal with this. In the meantime, let's see. Experience, hero levels. Jazz already level 6, Bloody Knight level 7.
Alright, I'm back. Nobody's here.
Quite a dip on the supports. But I feel like, surprisingly enough, the status quo on the experience benefits a little bit more eHug to Black Sheep just by the fact that Vengeful Spirit, the level 1 swap is just crap.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's like just to cancel TPs during BKB. That's the only use that you're gonna have out of it.
It's like really short range teleport. Level 2 you can do stuff with, and level 3 it's a mile long. But at first you've got to be really quick on your timing to use it at the right place, or else you're going to be walking toward the person you're trying to swap. You know? They will, however, and this is interesting, I just realized, and this is a big deal, they have Chrono.
Yes.
So Venge having level 6 is a big deal. It doesn't matter how far away you are, as long as you're within her reach, you'll be out of Chrono at least.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, any good Phases Boy player is gonna be try to line up the Chrono and dead center on you.
Yeah.
So the range is not gonna be enough. In the meantime, Jaguar is actually gonna get picked up once again.
Ooh.
Lasso, Maledict, the whole shebang. And they're
didn't even use the Quap ult.
On the back of this.
And they've got an anti-mage with the Vlad's 2 minutes after his Battle Fury. I mean, he died, sure, who cares? Whatever.
Yeah. He didn't touch, but
did they just see that? No, they didn't see it. They didn't see it, but they smoked right under their noses. At least I don't think they did. They might have. And actually, Sexy Bambo's in trouble. Can they...
Oh my god, come on.
MJW.
Oh, wow. Well,
okay, Ja? Wait, though. Or are they? Okay, that was definitely... Oh my god.
Wow,
that's what you get for trying to kill Steel. Infinity's like, guys, I can phase shift. He comes back up, gets silenced, there's nothing he can do. And right now...
I think it was... Oh.
We may have a very short series on our hands, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think it was more like that. It was like, holy shit, that's a sonic wave. And then everyone died. He was like, well, I guess I survived that. Then silence into a couple right clicks. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah. Now, Lion even tried to kill Steel mid so he can get his Blink Dagger. Just to put in perspective, though, Puck just got his. So they're sitting pretty much even. In terms of net worth. 5k on Puck.
You know what this series needs? We need Brax with a Blink Dagger.
No, not again, Rupture. You weren't here, but there was the double Blink game.
Yes! Yes!
Wait, were you casting that in Spanish?
I think I did.
No, you were still sick. You were sick, that's right.
Yeah, I did cast it, but I was like, crap, yeah, I was like shit. In the meantime, ooh. They did get a kill on the Earthshaker as well, so Bambo just keeping himself busy. I'm gonna actually run in the jungle here, and Brax a little bit too yellowish, but he's gonna retreat.
Yeah, he's working on the Ags, and he really doesn't want to use his ult, because if he can find, like, one more kill without his ult, maybe two, he'll actually be able to finish the Ags, and then it's on a 40-second cooldown. Every single team fight, they have that to worry about, and it just gets scarier and scarier from here on out. Not to mention, your anti-mage, who had a 13-minute Battle Fury, is now 19 minutes in. Yasha Vlad's gonna take a Roche. Basically for free, since the Radiant team has nowhere they can worry about. No way to get vision of him.
Yeah, and he's going for a really greedy skill build even, you know.
They'll find Bloody 9.
Spell shield. Well, Bloody 9 does fall on top, so that's a really good movement coming from the eHug side, you know.
That is a good point, though.
Kills right now is just valuable, like really valuable for them. But middle lane, Russo silenced up, flame break to the face, and that's gonna hurt tomorrow. That's gonna sting tomorrow.
Just to put it in perspective, there is about a 200 gold difference between the amount of gold the teams are getting, with eHug getting a bit more out of the fight, just on a solo pick-off on a support. But it's not that much. So the rubber band effect, not really kicking in just yet, but could be happening pretty soon. Sexy Bambo is smoked up here. MJW is in his sights. It wasn't even smoke. It was an invis. My apologies. There was a silence out from Bambo. Void will at least get him in the chrono, and he's going to say, look, okay. Echo Slam, securing the kill. Infinity, nice dodge. And Brax getting bashed. Can they get enough? It doesn't look like it. You are looking for the time walk. He doesn't know where she went, though. And that's the problem. They have a ward over here, but she could have blinked over here, and then they have no idea. And that's Squap's Scepter. Ult is down, but no biggie. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage fighting Lycan there. Or Lion, excuse me, not Lycan. And that's a Manta. And that's not one, but two Ags up for the side of Black Sheep. Rupture, I think you muted yourself. I'm not 100% sure. I think you died. Rip Rupture. I think he might have just gone AFK. Never mind. I don't know.
Yeah, I think my mic discharged, so I was fixing that up. So,
oh, no problem.
Sorry.
You know, you've got a brand new mic waiting for you when you can go get it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Just saying. Anyway.
He's so busy casting, he can't go get the new mic to cast with.
I think it's better that I didn't got it for this cast in particular because it was just a freaking loud as shit thing going out there, man. It was like a freaking concert, so yeah,
I don't want
any of that.
Anti-Mage though, with the Manta style up now and Brax sitting nearby, he's just waiting. I mean, he's just like, okay, look, they think Anti-Mage is split pushing alone. Anti-Mage has an Aegis. They're not going to jump him right now because they know they can't kill him once, much less twice. Especially now that he has the Manta to get rid of the silence.
Yeah, they will need the axe in order to just get the kill and annihilate, and they need the axe to even live on the back of this, which is really hard considering that he's gonna burn most of your mana. MJW, what the hell are you doing, bro?
He's grabbing a illusion to get it off the tower. That's what it is.
He missed the illusion. The illusion went for.
And Batrider actually grabbing Ryuzawa here. Oh, but a beautiful chrono actually coming out from your ward. He's got 4. There's a 3-man coil. Isn't enough, though. Void actually is dead to Queen of Pain. Has a buyback, but is definitely dead. And Trouf, well, he's not in good shape either. I annihilate with a double kill.
Oh my god, the sustain that this lineup has right now.
Oh my god. And GG's called. I mean, they got the dream chrono right there. It was the dream. They got the best coil they could hope for. But it's going to go over to game number 3 with a 2-0 lead for Black Sheep. eHug has to fix something, or, well, we're going to get to cast not 1, but 2 series tonight.
Well, I don't mind about that. It's just like, well,
it hurts for eHug, though. Like, their draft was even. They just got outplayed there. And they need to win the draft next game. I'm going to go ahead and say they need to win the draft, or they will probably just get outplayed again.
Yeah, well, and also again, it's what I told you like the first minute of the game. It was like, yeah, it does seem kind of even, but if you look closely, it was a little bit tilted towards the Black Sheep side. It's just, I would say, I don't know. There's something about the lineup that it just felt easier to execute. I would say so. Anyway, with that said, I think we're gonna go for game 3. So you people just.
Sit tight.
Keep your seats on the table. I mean, the table on the chair. I don't know.
Yeah, go sit on the table.
Just sit on the table, but
it might be. You never know. Anyways, I'm SP Revolution 5, joined by Rupture with a 3 instead of an E at the end, as you can see in the corner of your screen. We're for Truesight TV. Find us on Twitter under all those names, and we will be right back. Enjoy the music while you wait.